What's up, guys? My name is Felipe.
And I'm Joseph.
And we are the Fanboys.
So, this week on episode 2 of Fanboys, we're going to be talking about shows, TV shows. We're talking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Luke Cage, Daredevil, all that stuff. If this is your first time tuning in, check out our last episode where we're talking about movies and stuff like BVS, Star Wars, Justice League, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you want to see that, check out the first episode. But this week is TV shows. So Felipe, what are the TV shows?
Alright, guys, so, it's television show season right now. Everything's coming back from Gotham to Flash to Arrow. We just got Luke Cage.
Oh, amazing.
So, it's a good time to watch TV. Alright, so since today is TV shows, we're going to start off with the big man in the room, the hot topic at the moment, Luke Cage.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me some of that Luke Cage. Give us a little rundown of the Luke Cage, man.
Alright, guys, so Luke Cage basically is a ginormous man who has the power of super strength, and his skin is literally impenetrable. Like, impenetrable. So, obviously the guy's super strong, The show follows Luke and how he's kind of dealing with getting away from his past and, trying to deal with his powers and what his life is like now, and how his powers affect the people around him, the people he loves, his city, he lives in Harlem, and how it affects the community.
Right.
It's a really cool show, man. Something that's really important to my boy Joseph over here, the music is dope. It's like a hip-hop influence.
Dude.
It's just really cool, man.
Dude, while we're talking about that, man, if there's one thing Marvel gets right, is their soundtracks, dude.
Yeah, man.
It all started with Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. Everyone who I talk to, all music lovers, non-music lovers, they're like, dude, that soundtrack was fucking phenomenal. And ever since then, I feel like Marvel has been like, you know what? Not only are we going to put out dope content, but we're going to soundtrack, man.
Yeah,
Music,
man.
the feel, like, you know me, dude. I'm really big into jazz, hip-hop, soul, funk, and this whole show had it all. From Wu-Tang to Nas to, the fucking Delphonics, dude. It had soul, man. I feel like I was in Harlem, with my East Coast brethren, Like, damn, son. That shit was crazy.
I mean, yeah, man. I have the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack on CD. That's how good it was.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so yeah, great show, man. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, it's on Netflix. The show's so good, man, it caused Netflix to crash. For an entire weekend, bro. That shows how amazing the show is. Everyone was trying to get on there to binge watch it, and it shut Netflix down.
Shut him down.
Shut it down, bro.
Matumbo was like, no, not in my house.
He did his little finger.
Matumbo.
All right.
So, I guess review time, man. So, let's talk about the positives and the negatives. Obviously we didn't grow up with Luke Cage, right? The only thing we know about Luke Cage is he's a defender, he's a black dude, and his origin is in the 70s, impenetrable skin, powers. But we went in there with, like, a blank mind, like, not knowing the source material. We didn't really do any research, we just know him from his name and the promos and the stuff he's done with Marvel Comics. But going in there with a clear mind, man, give me the positives and give me the negatives, man.
All right, so, Luke Cage, like you said, I went in there not knowing anything. I didn't even know that his real name wasn't Luke Cage.
Neither did I.
I thought his real name, his, birth mother gave him was Luke Cage. I thought that was his name. Mm-hmm. I find out that his name is Carl Lucas. So, the show, I love it. We talked about the music. I love the music. I love the soul of the show. It makes Luke feels like a real person who deals with real things. You know what I mean? I don't know. I love the way the show was written, the way that it makes you feel like you can relate to Luke, even though he's someone that none of us can relate to in the way of his skin is impenetrable and he has super strength. He's a superhero. Right. We can't relate to that part, but we can relate to him being a man,
Oh, totally, and like, one thing I told my pops, because, he and I, we didn't watch the show together, but every time we watched episodes, we're like, hey, dude, how far are you? One thing I loved about Luke is everybody in superhero universes, whether it be Marvel, DC, or Image, they all wear capes. They all wear cowls. They all have this secret identity that they're like, no, man, my day job can't interfere with my fine writing and shit. But Luke Cage is like, yo, I wear a hoodie, bro. I don't got no fucking gadgets, no fancy ass belt. Nah, man, I'm my fists. And I'm gonna go whoop that ass. You know what I mean?
He's got a yellow t-shirt on. The most, like, fluorescent color.
There's just something about that I love so much is because when you got Daredevil, Batman, or, like, even Jessica Jones, they're vulnerable. You know what I mean? Jessica Jones got shot, you know? And she was like, I'm shot, you know? Even though she can, like, fly, super strength, and all that crazy shit. But Luke is like, bring it. You know, just like gunshots, and it's like nothing phases him, dude.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the Hulk strength, but with the conscience.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Like, he's in control of his powers, and to me, that's dope. You know?
Yeah, I agree fully. I was hooked on the show from the moment I started. I felt like the show was getting better and better with each episode, which was cool to me. Negatives? I don't really have a whole lot of negatives about the show.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Cottonmouth. Mm-hmm. You know, the first villain in the whole show, Cottonmouth. Yeah. I really liked him. I was a little underwhelmed by Diamondback.
Yeah.
I don't think he was as cool as Cottonmouth. I liked Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth had a story, and then when they delved into like Cottonmouth's backstory about how he was just this kid who liked to play piano, and like his crazy aunt got him into like being this gangster. I thought it was cool, and I could see the human in him. He was relatable, you know.
Yeah, like to me that was like the corruption of innocence, you know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
In his origin story, spoilers alert, by the way. You know, he didn't grow up being a criminal, you know? He didn't grow up like, I got a bloodthirst and I'm gonna fucking show the world. You know, like, dude just wanted to play piano, bro. He was like, I'm sick on the keys, I'm gonna just jam. But his aunt was like, oh, nah, motherfucker. You gonna kill motherfuckers, you know? Like, damn, I just want to do my homework, you know? Like, homeboy just wants to do homework. He's like, nah, you're gonna go kill motherfuckers. And I was like, all right, man. But yeah, I love that. It was like the corruption of innocence, you know, taking it's like nurture versus nature, you know?
Yeah.
He was nurtured to be evil. He wasn't born that way. So to me, that was like, damn, that's pretty fucking biblical in a sense, you know?
A little harsh.
And you're right, dude. I was so underwhelmed with Diamondback. I was so in love with Cottonmouth. Like, he set the bar here. And I felt like Diamondback was just like, really?
Yeah, he was just, I mean, he had the Judas bullet, which was, I guess, cool, you know. They had to give Luke Cage a weakness.
Yeah.
Because then it turns into like a Superman comic book where you're reading the comic book and there's no suspense because Superman's not going to die at the end of the comic book, bro. He's fucking Superman. Unless dude has kryptonite, what is he going to do to him? You know?
Exactly.
So, and Luke doesn't have a kryptonite. Luke has like no weakness. Mm-hmm. So I understand they gave him like the bullet and that was like his thing. Sorry about that. Diamondback's thing was the bullet and everything. Right. I also didn't like the councilwoman, like his cousin.
Yeah, she was annoying, dude.
Her coming into power, she was kind of stupid. I didn't like that she's the one who killed Cottonmouth. I wasn't feeling that.
I mean, we're going to wrap this up a little bit just because I feel like we've touched on it enough to like, overall the show's good. But the one thing I have to mention, dude, what was up with Diamondback's stupid ass onesie, bro? That stupid ass costume. Look, I had this conversation with my pops. I was like, the thing had a zipper, bro. Why, when Luke Cage was getting into a grappling match with fucking Diamondback, wouldn't he be like, oh, by the way, zip. Guess what? Your absorbing suit gone. You know, like, why didn't you just like undress the motherfucker right then and there? The whole time he's going fisticuffs. You know, it's like, dude, it's not working. Unzip the motherfucker. You know?
That is kind of how his costume looked in the comic books, though. Okay. But I mean, that was a comic book that was, you know, a suit that was developed in the 70s. So they probably should have changed it. I mean, they laughed at Luke Cage's suit from the 70s when he gets out of, like, prison and he has this stupid tiara on and a flowy yellow blouse. Yeah. I don't know why they couldn't change his too, but...
Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, comics doesn't
70s comic
Yeah.
books, they're cool and everything, but they don't last
Yeah.
until now. You can't just copy and paste. You
Bell-
kind of have to make it modernized.
Yeah, bell bottom jeans don't work, man. Well, anyway, man, moving on. So
all
what else we
right.
got?
On to the next one. We'll stick with Marvel. Daredevil. Quick touch on that. We'll touch on that really quick, just because it's in the same universe. We're all leading up to the Defenders and everything.
Right.
Daredevil. If you guys haven't seen Daredevil, if you guys have been living under a rock and haven't seen the first 2 seasons of Daredevil, do yourself a favor and go watch Daredevil right fucking now. We'll finish the episode first, but then go watch Daredevil after that. Okay, because that show, dude.
Dope, man. If
Dude.
there's one show that has taken the bar and fucking threw it out the windows like, I got the now, look at me, is Daredevil, dude. Daredevil has comedy, it has a heart, it's got that dark, gritty feeling that we all love, and it does it so well without going overboard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I mean by overboard is, there's some shows that need to have the sex factor, need to have the cuss factor in order to be extreme and adult. Daredevil doesn't do that, Daredevil is like, we're not a sex show, so we don't need all that maturity. We don't need to cuss so much in order to get our point across, but it still hits a home run every episode, you know what I mean? I've never seen a Daredevil that I wasn't glued to, you know? Like, Daredevil is just, it's the definition of a good show.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So go check it out, guys.
Yeah, if you're not watching it. But anyway, moving on. What else we got?
Also in the whole Defenders spectrum thing, Iron Fist, it has a release date, March 2017. I think that show is going to be dope. I mean, I feel the same way. We're kind of going into it the same way we went into Luke Cage, where I don't really know anything about Iron Fist, except for his name is Danny Rand. Other than that, like, literally, I don't know how his powers work, what his powers are, really. But it looks dope. We're getting a trailer this weekend, so watch out for that. It should be dope. We'll give it a check out, and we'll talk about it in the next episode.
Oh, definitely. So whenever that comes around, we check it out. Best believe you'll get a review on that.
Definitely.
So moving on. So that was... Oh, before we move on to the next topic, one last Marvel show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ladies and gentlemen. He and I have not watched, like, the first 2-3 seasons. Like, zero. I think I caught, 3 episodes of the first one, and I thought it was corny. I was like, I think this show is legitimately corny. And I was like, I'm done. I'll stick to the DC stuff, And, my pops was watching it, and he was like, no, dude, this show's dope. You gotta give it a shot. I'm like, all right, whatever, someday. But then the promos came out. Fucking Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking round of applause for the Ghost Rider, He was done so horribly by Nick Cage that, no one was like, well, fuck this character. But if there's one thing that Marvel does super well, it's taking characters that are fallen and making them fucking
bringing
cool
them back up
again, dude.
Bringing them back up. We just talked about Daredevil.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie was horrible.
Yeah. Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck,
fuck,
dude. Thank God you're Batman now, because you were not Daredevil.
Yeah.
Okay, that was bad. Bullseye? The fucking, bullseye scar in his head? What the fuck was that?
Corny.
It's fucking stupid.
Well, anyway, I have seen the first 2 episodes of the new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The only reason is because of Ghost Rider. There's just something about this new Ghost Rider that kicks ass. Now, I know he's not the original, because that's obviously Johnny Blaze, but for some reason, for me, I love... If there's vehicles, I'm not much of a car guy, but there's 2 types of vehicles I really love is the fucking American muscle, man.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I love Harleys. Just hogs, dude. Just power. And the same thing goes with cars. I love fucking a good supercharged muscle
Good
car,
Chevy.
dude.
Good Chevy.
Good Chevy, man.
Good Dodge.
Yeah.
Good
you
Dodge.
Know, and just seeing Ghost Rider with his leather jacket just, hauling ass out of his car, fucking Charger up in the front, just blowing flames.
Yeah.
That is awesome, dude. Nerdgasm at its best.
All right. So, that's it for Marvel.
Yeah.
We love those shows.
Love you, Marvel, but...
We love Marvel. On to the next one. DC time.
Our mistress.
Gotham, Flash, Arrow.
The Dark
I fucking love DC, man. All right. So, let's start with Gotham.
Oh, yes. I love where you're going with that.
All right, man. Gotham, I think other than Daredevil, is probably my favorite. Gotham is my Daredevil of DC.
Gotcha.
Daredevil's my favorite Marvel show.
Mm-hmm.
Gotham is by far my favorite DC show.
Right.
Just because of the fact that Gordon
Mm-hmm.
is my fucking man, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Jim Gordon is the fucking man, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's my dude, bro. Like, I relate to him. I think he's a cool guy. I think his character is written perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a badass who gets down to business, you know? I just like the way that the show is written. There's no dull moments. There's no times where you're like kind of like thinking, what the fuck were the writers thinking? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's just everything on that show is so good, and the characters, man, are just done so well, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, so fucking well.
Yeah. And one thing I will touch on Gotham is that one thing that I've always loved is like all these shows kind of have a center point. You know what I mean? Like Daredevil, obviously it's in the name. Luke Cage, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You're gonna learn about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But Gotham, in a way, to me, it's its own character. The city itself is its own character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because not only in the show, honestly, in my opinion, there is no main star of Gotham. You know, some people will say it's Jim, but when the camera's not on Jim, it's on a young Bruce Wayne and Alfred and their adventures. It's either on Fish Mooney and whatever the fuck she's up to. It's on Penguin. And it's on
a lot.
You know, Selena Kyle. It's like, dude, it's a huge plethora of characters, and it's like each character's got something going on. So it's like, okay, while Jim Gordon's trying to solve the latest crime scene or whatever,
Let's check in with these guys.
let's check in with the Penguin. What's he up to? What's his rise to power? You know what I mean? So to me, Gotham is its own fucking living being.
Yeah.
So that's why I love it so much, is because we're experiencing everybody's life in Gotham, not just one man. So Gotham, A+ in my book.
I feel like the way that they transition between characters, I mean, huge like respect to it.
Oh yeah.
In the way of, it kind of resembles a Game of Thrones, and that's like a really big compliment, dude. Cause
fucking A, I never thought about that. This is why I hang out with this guy. He points shit out. God damn.
They're two shows that handle multiple storylines at the same time very well, and they like cut between the storylines so beautifully and so perfectly. Like, Gotham is doing shit right, man.
Oh yeah.
They're doing shit right, man.
Yeah, man, they're knocking it out the park, but you're good, Gotham. Got no complaints.
No complaints, guys.
From us.
All right, Flash time.
Flash.
All right. I am not completely caught up on Flash. I've been waiting for it to come back on Netflix so I could watch season 2. So I'm not completely caught up on season 2, but due to social media, I've seen spoilers. I know that Jay Garrick or something, they talk about like the multiverse, like an Earth 2 and all that shit. So I've seen that. I love Flash season 1. I can only talk on that one just because that's the one I've seen.
Right.
Flash season 1 was amazing.
Right.
Amazing. I can't wait to watch season 2.
Yeah, man. You know, I currently am caught up with all the shows. Flash season 1, phenomenal. Flash season 2, even fucking better, man. It doesn't have its fault. I mean, it does have its faults. There's some episodes I'm like, really? You kind of like jumped the shark a little bit. But it always seems to find its landing.
Yeah.
Like it finds its footing, and it's like, okay, we're back to business. You know, we had our fun episode, our filler episode. Back to business. You know, we're like, all right, back to the main guy. Season 3 so far, in my opinion, started off really strong. But as we all know, something happens at the end of season 2. Spoiler, Flashpoint. Flashpoint, ladies and gentlemen. So
Big storyline, guys.
Huge fucking story. If you've seen the cartoon, man, you know how good it is. Read the comic, you know how dude, don't get me started.
Flash Gold.
That is Flash Gold. So I guess that's the theme they're working with right now. Flashpoint, you know? So it started off strong, but also in a way it's kind of starting off weak. You know, it's like, for people that are looking forward to Flashpoint, we know how colossal it needs to be, but right now I think they're kind of underplaying it. This is also me trying to be spoiler free, by the way, because I don't want to give too much. But they're really fucking with timelines right now, you know? And Flash has always been infamous for fucking with timelines.
We've all seen the memes.
Yeah, dude. Nice timeline. I'm gonna fuck it up. You know?
Nice timeline you got there. It'd be a shame if something bad would happen to it.
Dude, I just wish they would ease up on the time travel stuff a little bit. Like, it's cool to have it as an element, but just ease up on it, man. Because now shit's getting convoluted and fucked up, in my opinion, you know? So that's my little touch on the Flash right there.
Cool. So we hit Gotham. We love it.
Love it.
We hit Flash. We really like it.
Really like it.
But, there's a little bit of, shaky
hiccups.
parts.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to talk about Arrow, guys.
Arrow.
Okay. Season 1, Season 2 of Arrow, some of Season 3 of Arrow. Really good. Really good, guys. Season 4...
Not so much.
Man, really fucking bad, bro. Really fucking bad. And, I mean, the second half of Season 3 was already getting to that point. The second half of Season 3 is really bad, too. It's like, Season 1 and Season 2, good. Half of Season 3, good. The other half of Season 3, horrible. Season 4, a steaming pile of shit. Season 5, we're gonna have to wait and see.
We will have to wait and see.
I thought Arrow had, Arrow's the show that started this whole DC television show,
right.
fad. And it started strong, man. I mean, they started off so strong that DC was able to make shows like The Flash, like Gotham, They were able to continue this. So, obviously it started off good. I feel like they've lost their direction. Spoiler alert, a little bit of spoilers. They killed Canary, which was, I thought, really bad. It was, really controversial on the internet with all the nerds, I don't know, they did a lot of magic and stuff that was kind of weird in season 4. I thought Deathstroke started off really cool, and then he kind of got not cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you?
My little take on it. Season 1, gold.
Yeah.
It was so gold, dude. I remember when it first came out and the first season was on Netflix. I was like, oh, Arrow. Let me go check this out. Later, I found out it's about the Green Arrow, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you got me now, DC. What's up?" So I'm watching it, and boom, hooked. I'm like, dude, Oliver Queen is the baddest motherfucker ever.
Yeah.
So and I didn't know
Batman with a bow and arrow.
I didn't know anything about Oliver Queen. So saw season 1, loved it. Season 2 came out, and they started showing more of Deathstroke. I'm like, oh shit, Slade Wilson is about to whoop that ass, you know? And guess what he fucking did? Dude, he kicked so much ass. In my opinion, he's the best villain out of the DC TV universe.
Yeah, he was a pretty badass motherfucker.
So good. What I loved about it was his whole this whole thing behind Oliver was just rage.
Yeah.
For leaving him there, for trying to kill him. He was just the embodiment of rage, I will destroy everything you love and you will pay for it, So 1, 2, solid. And then season 3 happened where I was like, okay, it's cool, it's still Arrow. And then that whole Felicity and Oliver love triangle.
Fuck Felicity.
I was like, dude, I loved Felicity, man. I still kind of do, but then
she's a little hot, a little bit.
She's just always nagging at Oliver. Lay off. Lay off, Oliver. Let him do his fucking job. He was doing so well without you for a couple of, without you. But now all of a sudden, no, Oliver, you're better than this. You don't have to kill. It's like, shut up. He has to kill.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's supposed to kill people,
man.
Just let him fucking kill people, bro.
So season 3 was this love triangle thing. It was like the Curse of the CW, where there was just a teen soap opera thing.
Yeah, it was
whack, dude.
It was shaky.
So then I was like, okay, not all seasons can be great, I guess. Season 4 came around, and it was bunk. It was a steaming pile of
worse.
shit.
It got a lot worse,
bro. It got so much worse. I'm like, nope, not dealing with it. And I was hoping it would get better, but then fuck Damien Dark. That character is so boo-boo, dude. Who gives a fuck? The villain before you was Ra's al Ghul. You don't top Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul was really cool.
He was cool.
He was good too.
His character was good. The guy who played Ra's played him good. But after Ra's, where do you go?
Yeah.
It's like Damien Dark? No, Ra's is the baddest motherfucker ever.
Yeah.
in any universe. And then all of a sudden, oh no, his archenemy, Damien Dark, in my opinion, that's not even his rival. Raish is up here. Damien Dark is down here.
Lower.
Fuck the Hive. Fuck the Hive, dude. Fuck you. You know? So, season 4 fucking sucks. I saw episode 1 of season 5. Promising. It is super promising. I even talked to my dad about it, and he and I have the same feelings towards a lot of these shows. Promising. Oliver is dark. He's ruthless again. He's killing motherfuckers out of necessity. Like, he's not killing as a, like, I want to kill people, but he's like, I stopped killing for a reason. That method didn't work. Guess what? Killing it is.
Yeah.
That got the job done.
Yeah.
You know, fucking a dead mouth doesn't say anything, you know? So
yeah.
That's his method right now. So, Arrow season 5, starting good. Starting strong.
We'll see where it goes, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So, last topic of the night.
One more show I want to touch on real quick. It has nothing to do with Marvel or DC, but it does have its own comic book, which is pretty cool. It's like only 5 issues long, but it's pretty dope. The artist who, I don't know who did it, but that guy, you know who you are, and you fucking killed it, bro. All right, the show I'm talking about is Vikings on History Channel. This show has like a small cult following. I am a part of that cult. My boy over here doesn't watch it. I am trying my best to get him to watch it. I'm going to force it down his throat. It's on Hulu. He has Hulu. He should watch it. That show, bro, is like literally, it's similar to Game of Thrones, except it's less politics and less let's talk about shit. Like Game of Thrones happens, right? So there's this family over here, right? And there's this family over here, right? And they're like, this family's like, I don't like you. And this one's like, I don't like you either. And then they get this third family involved who's like going to be in the middle or something.
Like, what the fuck, dude? We want no part
join
of
one of the
shit.
sides. You know, that's how Game of Thrones is run. There's a lot of like talking, and then the fight happens, and the fight's great. I'm not talking shit about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is brilliant. It's great. Vikings though, it's like there's just one group over here, right? And then there's the Vikings over here, right? And then this group's like, hey, we don't like you. And before they can get we don't like you out of their mouth, the Vikings already killed them. They're already like dead.
Nice.
Like the Vikings give no fucks. They just go around fucking drinking, fighting, and fucking. That's all they do. That's all they fucking do.
I like
they're
that.
They're fucking badass men, dude.
Drinking, fighting, and fucking.
The show's great. The whole mythology behind the show, like Viking lore that's kind of like in there where they talk about Odin and Thor and like pleasing the gods and doing offering to the gods and, you know, discovering new lands and going to Europe and stuff and trying to like conquer Europe. It's dope, man. That show is seriously fucking dope. The characters are some of the best written characters I've ever seen in television.
Okay.
Like every single character has a different thing that they bring to the show and a different reason why they'll make you love them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The show's just great, man. If any of you guys haven't seen it yet, I give it a thumbs up. You should go watch that shit. It's amazing. You won't regret it. I promise you'll be hooked, man. Everyone who I've seen who's watched it has been hooked. The only people who I know who don't like it are the ones who haven't given it a try.
Right. Now, let me touch on that real quick. I haven't watched it because I don't think it's cool. I just haven't seen it, okay? I haven't seen Weeds. I haven't seen fucking The Sopranos. It's just one of those shows I haven't gotten to yet. I plan on it, okay?
It's okay, bro. I'm not trying to crucify you.
No, it's cool. You know, I plan on watching this show. You know, like I said, a lot of people recommended it. A lot of people whose opinions that matter to me have recommended it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. So, for sure, it's on the watch list.
It's on the list.
It's definitely on the list. But, yeah, I think that's about to wrap it up for the night, you know.
That's everything, guys.
Yeah.
You know, there's obviously other TV shows that are great that we didn't talk about. Game of Thrones doesn't need to be talked about, you know. Everyone, if you're not watching it, you should be watching it.
You know it's good.
Sons of Anarchy, shout out. I mean, it's over, but shout out to Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched this, watch it. It's a great show, too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if, like I said, like in the last episode, if there's other stuff you want us to talk about, you know, any other shows that you recommend that we watch, and something that we might not know about, or it's been on the watch list, but maybe your guys' feedback might give us a little more incentive to go watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, feel free to comment, fucking subscribe, like the video, don't like the video, fucking cuss us out in the comment section. Say
Hey, it's
bunch
okay.
of fucking nerds. Hey, it's cool, man. We like that.
It's all good, man.
We like it.
Well, we can have a discussion, guys. Come on. We can talk about it. Maybe we change your opinion, you change our opinion. We're just we're cool guys, man. We just like to talk to people.
We're fanboys, man.
We're fanboys, man.
So I guess signing out.
I guess that's it. We're signing off.
Yeah. I'm Joseph.
I'm Felipe.
And we'll catch you soon.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.